What if we told you that 2 of the Walt Disney World resort parks are doing amazing, fantastic, beyond what you can believe? And what if we told you that those 2 parks are also free for many of the guests who go there? I guess you can figure out why they're so popular. Today we'll tell you why Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach have blown away expectations, and now Disney may be having hesitations about all the promos they've been giving out. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the place that continues to soak you with the information you need to know. We are not a lazy river of distilling entertainment. No, we are rather more like the humunga cowabunga of the entertainment YouTube. What would you say? Commentator channels? I don't know, folks, but let's dive in. Let's get in there and ride the wave along with us. We'll tell you what's going on and why this may have a major impact on when your next vacay should take place if you're stopping by either of the Disney water parks. Take a look at this. It's out of thatparkplace.com. Disney World water parks repeatedly reach capacity as Disney gives away free days for resort guests. And I guess we need to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because if we don't, we might regret leading you astray. You could go to a Disney park thinking you're going to have one type of day and have a completely different. And it says, last year was a different story. Now in 2025, international travelers have caught on to the Walt Disney World free water parks for resort guest promotion. Combined with incredible promotions for locals, Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are now so slammed with guests, we can really only recommend you go on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and we'll explain. By all accounts, Walt Disney World's latest promotion, a free water park ticket for resort guests on the day of their arrival, has been a smash hit, but only within the last few weeks. Now, the runaway success is starting to backfire, perhaps. Both Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach routinely are reaching capacity on weekends. Guests and cast members alike are feeling the pressure of a perk that actually may be too popular. And to explain this, I'll tell you that it turns out Disney is bussing in the cast members, at least to Typhoon Lagoon, from Disney Springs because they need the cast member parking for overflow traffic. What's going on here, folks, is that while the Disney theme parks are experiencing a different kind of summer issue with attendance, the opposite kind, the water parks are slammed because Disney, they threw in a bunch of promotions to try to get people to go to the water parks. And one of those is you get a free day at the water park when you arrive at Disney World if you're staying at a resort. Now, at first, that didn't really do anything. But now travel guides have figured it out, and they're helping families plan to arrive in such a way to take advantage. And what that means is, combined with the low prices for locals, right, the annual or summer pass for locals to Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, these parks have never been this crowded. Now, you could say, well, that's great. And I think it is. I think it is good because the water parks happen to be, I believe, the last place where the Disney magic truly is. They've been essentially untouched by the DEI changes and all of the stuff that Imagineers have been up to. Typhoon Lagoon is still the same as you remember. So is Blizzard Beach. Typhoon Lagoon's better. Sorry, it's true. But Typhoon Lagoon is better. Sorry to our Blizzard Beach fans out there. All 3 of you. No, I'm kidding. Typhoon Lagoon's better, though. But they have never went through those changes. And so as a result, folks, you can now go and have a great time. And people are discovering that. It's the old style Disney. The problem is Disney had to give this away for free to get people to go. They could barely keep these things open. In the past years, they only had 1 park open. Now they are so slammed at both parks are reaching capacity. And we had to get out here and say to people, listen, we've reported one thing. Things have changed now because of all of these promotions lining up together. Folks, you don't need to go to one of the Disney water parks on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, because those happen to be the times when most people either arrive or leave their vacations, and they're slamming the water parks. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are much less crowded, and then it is slammed, absolutely slammed like you can't believe. I haven't seen this since the 90s, the water parks be this crowded. Marvin, your thoughts on what's going on with the Disney water parks and their sudden massive attendance?
Well, I mean, you said it. You said it real well there, Pro. It is 90s Disney encapsulated in a sense. It is just completely untouched, by the Disney decision makers who the Imagineers who tend to, ruin the things that we love. My wife and I, we go to the Disney water parks quite a bit because we have it as part of our annual pass. And it's crazy to me that they're now so packed, because we were there last year, Memorial Day weekend at Typhoon Lagoon, and everything was a walk-on. Everything, no problem finding seats. And now weekends, it's like back in the early 2000s and the late 90s when they were being red flagged constantly for people there. So yeah, I think making them free, but I mean, like, when you make them free, you got to realize those parks can't be bringing in a lot of money. It must be offset by the influx of resort guests, I guess, that they're hoping for there, because most people typically will only do one water park day on a Disney trip, unless you're coming from Europe and you're going to be there for a couple of weeks. So typically they're probably using their free day as their one water park day, and you're not getting a lot of money flowing in. I mean, food and beverage, yes, but do you think, Pro, that that's enough to offset staffing two water parks?
Yeah, it's a weird problem. It's a strange problem, because for Disney, what do you do if your park is full, but it's full of people who didn't pay to be there?
Well, and my other question then is like, were they hoping this was going to be like a gym membership, like wherein they bank on you keeping the membership but like not using the parks? Like, were they hoping that these travel planners weren't going to all of a sudden start trying to help people get to the water parks in time?
Well, here's another crazy thing. Okay, so if you ask me, what do I recommend for people to do, for their summer vacation plans, if they still have the ability to modify them? I think, now, all politics and all, where your allegiances lie with companies, set that all aside. If we're just talking about your family having a good time and for the least amount of money possible, I might recommend doing one of the cheaper Disney resort hotels, get the Disney water park, but go over to Universal Studios for your theme park fun. I do not recommend people go to Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom right now. I can't. They're going to be construction zones, so that I can't recommend that at all. Ron, what, are we missing anything here? You think we got this right? Is that what people should do? Go to a Disney resort, hit the water park on the day of arrival, and then go spend all their time at Universal?
Well, I mean, that's great advice. It's pretty clear to me that people totally missed out on our story about that lady who, scraped herself on the bottom of the wave pool. What was your line, Marvin? But tell me the line. Marvin wrote it. It was,
what woman sues Disney for being struck by wave in wave pool?
Yes, I love that. Marvin's great. I mean, what a writer he is. Like, if you guys aren't reading thatparkplace.com, please do read it. I mean, the greatest writing, the greatest stories over there.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, it's funny because I've worked as a lifeguard at Disney. A lot of people don't know that.
Of course, you have.
It's true. 2021. These water parks, I'm telling you, you're right about the fact that they have not been busy up until now for, I would say, decades. They weren't super busy even in the 20 teens. You could go there regularly and still enjoy everything. And they really are, in a very good way, relics of the 1990s. They have not been touched. They've been maintained. They've been kept up. It's beautiful. When you walk into Typhoon Lagoon, and you're walking forward, there's a beautiful vista of the mountain. It's really, really cool. And I actually like the ski lift thing over at Blizzard Beach. Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, no.
They used to have the shark. No, I'm not going to say it's worse. I'm just going to say I miss the shark experience. There used to be an experience where, for free, with your entrance, you could actually swim with sharks, and I loved that. It was so unique to a water park. Go take advantage of this. Try to make your first day of your vacation a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, because then you may not hit it on its busiest days. The weekends, they're crazy. It's really hard being a cast member, and you have to plan for your extra drive because they're making you park at Disney Springs and ride a bus. And by the way, all the knowledge that I have from being a cast member in the past, they do not let you clock in where you park. In other words, you have to plan the extra time in your day. Could be 20 minutes, could be a half an hour extra that you have to leave your house to get clocked to, so that you can arrive, park, take a bus, get bussed over, and then clock in at the water park. I don't know why Disney doesn't pay for that extra half hour. They should, but
it seems unethical. Maybe somebody needs to pressure them on that. Nat, Disney is working very hard. Part of what's going on here is that international guests are getting advice from travel guides now on when to arrive, how to do this in such a way that they get to maximize the water park deal. Are you feeling in Mexico right now? Are you getting Disney ads for Disney World? Are you seeing the big international push that they're wanting to get all kinds? And I think it may be because they have such weakness right now in the U.S. from the way that they're perceived by Americans.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen many ads for Disney World vacations just in my day-to-day life, but it does look like a very desperate move from Disney to try to attract guests however they want. Would the parks be able to sustain themselves? The water parks
you
be
mean
able
with
to
a free
sustain
day, Nat?
themselves?
Yeah, I don't see how they could do much more. I mean, they could pay you to come into the park.
Yes, which they kind of tried with the UK. They were giving away packages that were super, super discounted as well.
Oh, yeah. Kids eat free. Kids eat free in 2026 at Disney World. They're doing everything. But for right now, folks, what we don't want to have happen is you say, Pro told us that this place is going to be empty. We stop at the water park and we had a horrible time because that darn Pro. Folks, we're letting you know right now, the theme parks and the water parks not functioning the same this summer for reasons that, they're not saying, hey, Magic Kingdom's free today. If they did that, you'd see the same thing. Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are often free. And so that's what's going on. So know that, plan your days. I still recommend that you go to the Disney water parks if you are so inclined. They're the last place that has been left untouched. They're pristine. They're wonderful. And Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you should still have a good time. Or, Jonas, you could go on a day when it looks like it's going to rain in the morning and be sunny in the afternoon because it'll throw people off. They'll all leave. They'll get their little cabanas. They'll get little spots. They'll say, oh, no, thunder and lightning will leave. Walk-ons the rest of the day.
Oh, that's right. Well, the other thing you have to remember about Florida, it's not like the rest of America where the rain stays for a very long time. It'll be gone 5 minutes. Give it a little time. It'll pass right on through. That Gulf breeze takes it right out.
Right on out of there. And it is time to put a bow on it for this one, folks. Is a gift to everybody who wants to know exactly what's going on in the entertainment industry. And we are so joyful that you were there to receive it. We hope that you had a great time. An attitude of gratitude on this channel every single time you decide to spend time with us. As we get ready to say goodbye, we only ask a few simple things. Click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. And folks, as you get ready to head out that door, do you have a place on social media that you love to share this sort of thing? Hey, you can make this YouTube video sing by putting it out there for your friends, your family, and for those weirdos who just won't leave you alone. Folks, until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Hey, Floral, guess what?
You put a fork in Pro's microwave again.
No, that was yesterday.
I don't know that what.
Oh, I've decided to give up on torturing Jonas.
What? Why? In the same way the cat sleeps like 20 hours a day, that was like your purpose.
I know, but I've decided there's bigger fish to fry.
Okay.
Like Lorne. I mean, think about it. Everybody loves him. He's a fan favorite, and frankly, he has almost no weaknesses I can find. Except that he's really smart.
So, you want to annoy the one panelist without a single flaw. Because he's smart.
Yeah, like that winged statue at that fancy Paris museum thingy. I want to break the one thing that everyone loves most.
Right. So, kind of like the opposite of Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, exactly. And I get to see her all the time at family reunions anyway.
You get to see Rachel Zegler?
Yeah. She's a total troll. Lives under a bridge, harasses billy goats, the whole 9 yards.
It all makes sense now.
Speaking of which, maybe she'll get me. Okay, I'm gonna call her on my. I'm gonna call her and see if she'll be in the next Indiana Jones. She should be the next Indiana Jones. That'll totally destroy Lord. He loves Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's cruel.
Hey, Rach. I've got a cool idea for you that involves a whip and snakes.
I love that description. It's perfect.
I know, right? Weird, as we always say.